Erie County election officials spending today testing every county voting machine ahead of the May primary. As we've been reporting, it's just about 4 weeks away.
Just under now, 3 weeks and 6 days, but who's counting? This is a yearly check, but it's especially relevant in light of this week's settlement in Dominion Voting Systems lawsuit against Fox News. With less than a month remaining before primary elections, poll workers and county officials spent the day testing voting machines, making sure each one is working properly.
It's impressive, it really is. I didn't know the depth and breadth of something that of what occurs here, but we have a tremendous staff and they do it all year long.
It's a lot of work, often tedious, because machines don't just tally votes, they also save every paper ballot so results can be hand verified if needed.
Everything is still scanned in, and that's what we're doing today, is testing the scanners to make sure they're reading the ballots correctly and making sure everything is set from every angle there.
Erie County uses Dominion machines and has for years with no problems, but leaders emphasize that everyone is welcome to watch the electoral process if they have concerns.
Integrity is the center of the elections. It always has been, and it always will be. That's why we were so lucky to make some of these enhancements that we've made even in the past year here to make sure, number one, we're increasing transparency and we're not losing sight of the integrity as the center of what we do.
That sentiment is echoed by party officials and elected leaders. The county GOP and Democratic chairs say they have no concerns with Erie County's equipment, staff, or process. And members of both parties say anyone with doubts should get involved rather than complain.
Look, there's plenty of positions open, and if they want to work in the polls or they want to come in and there's different things in the elections office, but I encourage people, be a part of the process so that you can see what actually goes on.
Anybody who's concerned about the process should stand up and do that and see how well the process actually runs and how efficient it actually is.
You saw Democratic Chair Dr. Jim Wirtz there. I talked to Republican Chair Tom Eddy by phone. He wasn't available for an in-person interview today. He says he's confident in Erie County's electoral system and processes. He commended the professionalism of the county staff as well. One other thing to note, there were poll workers there today learning how to use these machines. We didn't show their faces on purpose because not here, but in other counties, they've received threats. Poll workers, a lot of them older people who basically give up their time on election day.
They're volunteers.
Right, they're paid, but it's a pittance. It's like jury duty. So, for goodness sakes, when you go to vote, don't berate poll workers. Those are people who are critical to making this whole system work, and they're doing it because it's their civic duty to do it.